Hi, my name's John Malinchek. I'm a tax partner with Kernutt Stokes. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about estate administration. That would be, you've taken on the role of maybe an executor, a personal representative for someone's estate, and you need to figure out, well, how do I get started and what do I do? You know, if you've ever taken care of a loved one or had the responsibility, and then after they pass, all the things that you have to deal with at that time. It's a very stressful environment. And then layering on one more thing, dealing with estate affairs on that is just, you know, it can be very overwhelming. Question that comes up all the time is who's in charge of the estate? Who's the quarterback, if you will? And so with respect to an estate, you will have a personal representative. Generally, that's an executor if you have a will in place, or if the decedent had a will, or it would be an administrator if there was no will and the state court appoints someone to run the show. If your estate is not governed by a will, it might be governed by a trust. And in that case, it's likely going to be the trustee that will be the administrator of your estate. You just learned that you're in charge and you have the responsibility of administering a loved one's estate. I would say one of the first steps that you need to do is reach out to your CPA or your accountant and your attorney and build a collaborative team to kind of help you through the administrative process, making sure that you're doing the steps that you need to do as a representative of the estate. You know, one of the things that comes up quite quickly is getting copies of those death certificates, any documents that you have at your fingertips that appoint you as a personal rep or a trustee. If you know that you're in charge because a document says so, we'd want to get our hands on that as soon as we can. You have to keep track of all the income and all the expenses, and the bills have to get paid. Be very diligent about keeping those records because you'll have to be accountable to the beneficiaries of either the court or the estate at the end of the administrative period. The estate is also a fiduciary trust, so there may be an income tax filing that's required by the estate during the administrative period. For example, if the estate owns a building and that building is collecting rents and paying bills and expenses, that income is now the income of the estate, and there's a tax filing required for the income taxes on the estate. So it's tricky, but the bottom line is, remember, 9 months after date of death for the estate return. Fiduciary returns are due typically at the end of the calendar year or fiscal year. Remember that those documents are not all financial. So who takes care of the cat, who takes care of the dog, who gets special property, that sort of thing, that's all governed in your will or your trust document. So if you have a special request to take care of the cat, that should be addressed in your estate planning as well. We want you to give us a call at Kernutt Stokes so we can try to take some of those items off of your plate. We can help with the financial aspects. We can help with making sure that you're doing all the steps that you need to do to get through the administrative process as easy as possible, because it can be challenging.